Hey guys, it's ViLo Energy Healing. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for all fire signs to see what's going on with you guys, what you need to know, and how it's going to turn out for you for the month of January. Alright, now I'm going to be giving you guys some dates, zodiac signs that you might be dealing with, and initials, okay? So pay attention, write it down, or save this video, okay? Whatever you got to do. Alright, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what do we have for you guys? Let's see. You know, January gets things moving again, okay? And it brings your confidence back, right? You were stuck before. Now you're not. After like the first week, you're not waiting anymore, okay? You're making your own decisions and you're choosing what happens next. You know, it's like you're back in control of something that you used to tiptoe around. Okay, listen, between January 3rd and the 6th, you speak up and you say what you want instead of waiting around, okay? You're stepping up and you're taking the lead. That's what puts you back in charge. You know, you're going to need to make a serious decision about a relationship or a partnership between about January 6th to the 10th. Okay. You have no choice but to make this decision about this person. Okay. You can't keep both options anymore. Okay. It's either yes or it's no. Okay. Nothing in between. Now, once you decide, there's no going back. Okay. It's final this time. You know, something kept getting delayed or maybe just didn't work out before, okay? But now you're starting to see why things didn't move forward, okay? It had nothing to do with bad luck, okay? It just wasn't the right time. You know, once you can see that, you're going to stop trying to force something that was never going to work out anyway. You know, you realize that someone around you is unreliable or maybe they can't be trusted. Okay, this person is basically all talk and no action. Okay, now by January 12th to about the 15th, you're going to finally see their pattern, right? You're going to stop waiting on them and letting their behavior affect your plans. Now, around January 15th to about the 18th, you're going to say yes to something new without overthinking it. Listen, even though it feels a little scary, it still feels right. And that's because you're going to be choosing yourself this time. Now, January 18th to the 22nd, a connection falls apart. Okay. And you're going to accept the fact that it can't be fixed anymore. And you just stop trying to make it work. You know, there was always like one person giving more than the other. Okay, that separation hurts. But this ending needed to happen. Listen, by late January, you're going to see that something that you hoped would work isn't going anywhere. Okay, listen, this wasn't an opportunity. It was a test. And yes, it was disappointing. But that's your sign to just stop wasting your time on it. You know, you're going to learn your lesson real fast. And you're going to move on without regretting a damn thing. Around January 20th to about the 25th, someone reaches out to you trying to clear the air or justify themselves, right? They're talking, explaining, or just making excuses. This person comes back around with the same old words and the same old energy. Okay, but this time, you're not interested in going, back and forth with them. You don't argue or explain yourself, okay? You just don't engage, period. Okay, you stay quiet and you keep it moving. Before January ends, you're finally done with something once and for all. You don't carry this into February. You're not revisiting, fixing, or giving something one more chance. Right? You're done for good. You know, by the last week of January, you're not confused anymore. Your head is completely clear and you see things for what they really are. Right? You're done with all the back and forth. You know exactly what you want and what you're not entertaining anymore. Okay, there's no more mixed signals or second guessing. You know, what stays, stays. Everything else is out. All right, listen, zodiac signs that showed up in your reading, okay? This could be someone that you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be. Don't get too fixated on the signs. You could be dealing with any sign. All right, but what do we have here? We have Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Pisces. All right, now I'm going to be pulling some initials, okay? This could be your name, their name, first name, last name. Place it how you see fit. All right, we have A, C, D, E, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, R, S, T, and V. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. If you're enjoying my readings, don't forget to like, comment, and share. If you'd like a personal reading with me, just head over to my website, ViLoEnergyHealing.com, or just message me on any of my social media platforms. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, sending you love and light.